Imagine that you're playing leapfrog. If I feel my first move is failing, I can always shift my grip and do a Japanese necktie or tilt him and turn him over. In Peruvian necktie we need both hands, but we can substitute either arm with a lapel. Gerbi won 2 matches in the Worlds with this move, including the final match against a Japanese athlete. And then it was outlawed. Vlad Kulikov here. I welcome you on Sila Partera channel. Ivan, thank you very much for the honor to share my expertise. I'm happy to be in a great company of merited master of sports, such as Yaroslav Redko, Alexander Bruce, Dmitry Babichuk, and Mikhail Martynov. Great company to be in. Today I would like to share one of my favorite techniques. It's one of my favorite techniques, period, as a strangle or a submission. This move, I learned this move from a magazine, from Grappling Magazine in 2002. And then the gentleman who introduced it called it choke-a-dope. But with rise of Eddie Bravo's system, and the way he likes to give powerful names to different moves, it became known as Peruvian necktie. The guy who made it popular, Tony Souza, was a Peruvian fighter. He fought in UFC, a great MMA fighter. So, Ivan starts with separating actions of hands, legs, and body. So let's start with the grip. It's a strangle that belongs to front headlock series. You can grab the head like that, guillotine style, neck only, or like that with the arm inside, and that's a front headlock. Popular grip in different wrestling styles. So how do we connect our hands? When I started to learn this move and adapt it to my own game, I was a stickler on a gable lock with the right palm up, provided that you're right-handed headlocker. So if my right hand goes under the head and left in the armpit, I'll put it like this, right palm up. And the reason being is my move fails, I can always shift my grip like this and go for Japanese necktie, turn him over, or go for Dars. So the grip was universal for the whole front headlock game. However, realistically, you can grab however you want. You can switch your palms, you can grab guillotine style like this. Important thing to remember, if I'm righty, left grabs right. Common mistake, people grab differently. So right hand is my working hand, left hand is my support hand. So support hand should be supporting the working hand. So it's clear, grip, right? Optimal is right palm up, but actually any will do. Next, I'm not on my knees in front of him because he can grab my leg and wrestle me on my back and change the position. And he does not feel my pressure. So I'm going to get off my knees like that. I'm going to get my legs far and get on my knees. So not laces down, but rather live toes position. My hands are pinching, my arms are pinching. So right now I'm carrying my own weight, and like right now he carries my weight. Move number 2. Imagine you're playing leapfrog. Like this. I want to jump the deeper and the further. But I'm always anchored with my grip That's why I will never lose contact. I have my grip. I hopped, and I'm straddling right over him. Next move. I want to turn to my right. A very important element. Common mistake, people miss that element. And it's a key element in execution of Peruvian necktie. So I turned. I fall on my side, and my leg comes right over. So I have 2 points of lever and a middle fulcrum. And that's how you choke him, by pulling in. Getting a tap out. If you do not turn, if you hop and sit straight, his head might pop out and you're in a completely different position. That's why you're gonna violate a famous character's rule. His rule was not to squeeze the neck, and we do want to squeeze the neck. If he was a buffalo in a rice field, my leg would have been a yoke on his neck. Next, flexibility is not important in this move, because if I cut that angle, flexibility is kind of out of the equation. My left leg will clear easy. And if you still have difficulties clearing your left leg on his waist, if you have difficulties getting the leg over there, you can always catch his calf. Note that the lever is not optimal, but it's still possible. So we caught our guy. 1 hop, turn, full leg over. And note how fast I did it, but it's not because I'm fast per se. I'm just coordinate all my efforts and I try to economize my movement. Common mistake. People run few steps like that. So the preparation takes a split second longer than it should have been. So I jump just once and get to position. Turn, fall, leg comes over. That's it. Another mistake. Common mistakes I'll point out. Remember, don't be in this position. Sometimes people step over and then they fall like this. And if you have pre-existing knee injury, you can injure your leg like that. And most importantly, it also takes longer. That's why I'm always in a baseball catcher position like this, in a squat, deep squat, never on my knees. Another mistake. People try to clear left leg first and then fall. It's very uncomfortable. I dare to try. It's possible, but very uncomfortable. So what I do, I jump, and as I fall, I throw my leg then. It goes there naturally as I fall. My leg just kind of elevates and finds its spot. And then I pull with my arms and lower back, get and tap out. If he rolls, it doesn't matter. It might be an illusion of escape, but since I have both legs in place, I'll still tap him. It's like a railroad, you know? The rails and the perpendicular pieces. Try it out. Ladies and gentlemen, a variation of this move with the gi. There is an Israeli athlete, Gerbi, world champion. I forgot exactly the year, but it's fairly recent. She did this move with the gi. In Sambo it's going to be impossible because of loops for the belt. You can't pull the jacket out. But in judo and jiu-jitsu, sometimes it gets undone by itself as you wrestle, or you can open up like this, like a rock star. Show people your abs. In Peruvian necktie we need 2 hands, but either arm, left or right, could be substituted with a jacket. So I got here, open up my jacket, opened, and fed it in his armpit. My right hand that's on his head re-grabs it. So most literally the jacket becomes my third arm. And my second hand could be assisting me. I can grab his belt, his pants, or maybe post it to aid my jump. Open, fed, maybe grab the pants like I said, hop, and everything else is identical to no-gi version. I prefer this particular option, left side of the gi. But you can do it just like Gerbi did it with the right lapel. Instead of left arm, we substitute right arm. Open, snuck it over his head, re-grab with the armpit arm, and everything else is the same, only backwards. Hop, turn, throw a leg over. Here's our Peruvian necktie. Gerbi won 2 matches, I think, including final against a Japanese athlete. And this move was outlawed after that. In jiu-jitsu you can still do it. And even if you compete in a sport that cannot, where you cannot do it, it's good to know. It's good to be generalist and know a lot of moves. Bye-bye. Subscribe to the channel. Ivan, thank you very much. If you liked it, like it, subscribe, and maybe ask me to show another move. I'll be happy to share my expertise.